it's hard to believe that an area like this is located just steps away from one of the biggest subdivisions in Belton, Texas. Tucked away on the west side of town, right next to Stillhouse Hollow Lake, is the Three Creeks subdivision. In it, you're going to find over 15 miles of walking trails and places like this, with pavilions along the beautiful Lampasas River. Join me today as I sit down with Tippit Homes to view their beautiful homes in the Three Creeks subdivision. Today, I am excited to bring Heath Haverland with Tippit Homes to the table. Heath is a realtor that I've actually gotten to work with from day one in my real estate career as well. You might notice a trend on the channel with that because I like to bring you people that I know are going to take care of buyers that are looking in the market. So Heath, tell me a little bit about yourself and Tippit Homes.
Sure, thanks for having me. I'm a broker associate. I'm with Century 21 Bill Bartlett out of Salado, Texas. I've been in the business for 10 years. I've represented Mr. Tippit for 5 years.
Nice.
Sold quite a few of his houses here in the Bell County area, and he builds a great product.
He does. He actually builds a gorgeous home. He has built in a couple of different areas out here, and I think that he touches good price points for clients to be able to have a really nice home at a decent price for what some of the pricing values are in this area. How long has he been building?
First of all, he's a local builder. He's based out of Gatesville, Texas.
Nice.
He's been building houses for almost 25 years at this point. And what his goal is really is to build a nicer product. He builds mostly spec homes. He will do some customs from time to time, but what his goal is to build a little bit better product in the spec category to compete with some of the other big brand nationwide builders. We pride ourselves on quality, and we're trying to sell value. So when we're looking at houses that are priced by the square foot, you're going to get more with the Tippit home.
Yes.
And we can talk about some more of what those features look like as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely highlight those features as we go through. So in this particular house, this countertop really caught my attention, as well as the rest of the kitchen, because I'm a sucker for a black and white color scheme. It's my favorite color scheme, so I love when a house has it. But this isn't something I see in a standard spec home. So give me some more information on this.
That's what we're talking about. We're trying to build some homes that have some extra features that you're not going to get with some of the spec builders. This granite right here has got what we call a leather texture, so you can see and feel, and it's something that we offer in all of our homes as standard. We offer granite and quartz. We always do 3 centimeters, so it's thick and hardy, and not just a very small, thin shell of granite. You know. Also in our kitchens and all of the home, we use a custom cabinet builder that's locally sourced. So, he's a vendor that's right here local in the area. And so all of our cabinets, we don't use any prefab cabinets, pre-painted, any of that. So all these cabinets are going to be custom built, custom measured to fit in every single home. Stuff like even the hinges, soft close hinges, things of that nature.
Nice. Okay, so you're getting locally sourced contractors coming in doing custom work in a spec home.
Absolutely.
That's not something that you see every day.
No, it's not. And that's kind of what we hang our hat on, things like that we can offer that others can't.
So as far as appliances, I noticed that we're in the model home, so usually there's going to be a refrigerator in the model home. Is that something that comes standard with a Tippit home, or is that an add-on for a buyer?
It's an add-on for us. Of course, we're always willing to negotiate some incentives, but what you're going to get standard is your vented microwave, dishwasher, and your range. We use stainless steel Maytag appliances. Again, that's standard in every home. Part of our standard features in all of our plans, you'll notice that we have tray ceilings or accent ceilings, depending on which part of the house it's in. We offer some vaulted ceilings in the living rooms, and some tray ceilings are always standard in the master bedroom. Also included would be some crown molding, depending on which plan we are building, and custom trim packages as well. We don't just use a standard cheap overlay trim. Upgraded trim is part of our standard feature package as well. So in our bathrooms as well, we're gonna have 3 centimeter granite or quartz standard, as well as the backsplash for the sinks. We're always gonna have a double vanity in our master bathrooms or primary bathrooms. All of our showers are hand-laid, custom-laid tile, custom-built shower pans, and we're also doing framed glass as a standard feature as well in all of our bathrooms. This is our design room here with Tippit Homes in Three Creeks. One of the things that Mr. Tippit offers to his buyers is something that's not very common in the market. You go pick out a production home and they've got all your selections picked, all your flooring, your granite, your paint colors, all that stuff is set in stone. They don't allow you to do that. Well, here at Tippit, we do have a design room, and depending on the phase of construction that you purchase a home, we do allow you to make some of those selections and customize it to make it feel like your very own home.
So Three Creeks is one of my favorite areas here in the Temple Belton because you're getting this behind you. We love going hiking at Chalk Ridge Falls, Dana's Peak to go hiking. We like that Stillhouse Hollow is so close. So this neighborhood in particular, I think is a great pocket to be in the Belton area. Not everybody is going to have this view though. So tell me a little bit about Tippit and their lot selections here in Three Creeks.
Mr. Tippit is really specific about what lots he's looking for. You know, what we're trying to choose is lots like this that back up to the green space to where you'll never have neighbors on the backside. You got the trees, you have the quiet, and you've got the views. So that's something we're always after when we're choosing lots to build our homes on. Also, Three Creeks has a lot of features that are really good for the residents here. We've got 15 miles plus of sidewalks. There are a couple parks that go down to the creek that flows right out here out of Stillhouse Hollow, some pavilions, playground, hiking trail areas that are one of the amenities that are special to this subdivision.
Nice. Now, what about as far as Tippit building, the yard, fences, things like that? Let me know what's included as far as the standard features outside on a Tippit home.
We are always going to put a full yard of sod in there. We're going to have a 6-foot cedar privacy fence on all of our homes. And we're also going to have irrigation on the entire lot, front and backyard, always included in standard.
Okay. I like to hear that you actually have that included standard because I unfortunately learned the hard way when we moved to Texas that not all builders do that. This particular home is featuring an accent ceiling with crown molding, flush mount lights, and shiplap. Every room is also going to come with a ceiling fan. Small touches like this accent wall in the dining area, light fixtures, and beautiful entryways with accent ceilings and crown molding are some of the touches that set to the side. Okay, so there's a lot going on in this cul-de-sac right now. And I actually love it because we were able to see a foundation getting prepped, which I don't always get to be able to view for my viewers. And then we've got this house over here where they're finishing framing. And what else do they have going on?
Yeah, so we got a lot going on right here in this cul-de-sac. Like you said, we've got 3 homes in 3 different phases of construction. We've got pre-slab over here, getting ready to pour the foundation, putting in the plumbing. Then we've got a house that's in the framing stage. Looks like they're decking some of the roof right now. And then we got one that's dried in. So you can see us getting the driveway and some of the stone put on it. I think it's a perfect time to kind of highlight some of the things that we do that are special and extra. Everyone at Tippit Homes is going to have 4 sides masonry. I think that's a huge selling point.
It is, especially when we live in Central Texas and we do experience severe weather.
Right.
The fact that all 4 sides of your home are sturdy, it gives you some peace of mind in it.
Yeah, no siding that's going to weather and deteriorate over a quicker period of time. You know,
less paint on that siding. So being all 4 sides brick or stone is a really big selling feature. One of the other things, you know, looking at this home that's in the framing stage, all of our framing is custom framing. We
Okay.
don't use any factory stamped trusses or anything of that nature. Everything is custom framing. And again, you know, we're using local vendors who are really good at their jobs.
Yes. No, I like that. And I actually love to see when we're going through construction sites that they are doing the custom framing like that, because you see these truckloads coming in sometimes with pre-built trusses, and it's doesn't to me seem like it's the care isn't placed in putting the home together, because all those pieces are prefabricated, they've been transported, and they're just not as sturdy. If we're building, because I know you mentioned 2 of these homes are actually pre-sold that we're looking at the lots on. You have additional lots here, and then this one is going to be a spec home. So what's the process then? Because obviously I could bring a buyer to you and they can they pick a lot with Tippit that they want?
We typically are building spec homes on the lots that Mr. Tippit owns, right? But a lot of times we have folks that come into our model home, and they want to pick their own lot. You know,
Okay.
they want to be able to position their house wherever they want to do that. So we do allow some pre-solds, and we would call them a semi-custom home.
Okay.
They're going to choose a floor plan that we already use, but we'll allow them to choose everything from their brick and stone to their paint, flooring, cabinets, all of the above. We're going to allow them to choose that stuff and record it to them and bring it all to life for them.
Perfect. What does that timeline look like?
Yeah, so we are in the build time frame of roughly 4 months.
Okay.
So it's not a super long wait. We're super efficient at what we do, and we're able to meet for sure a 4-month timeline from contract to completion.
Okay, that's nice, because some builders are taking a lot of time to build right now, or you're just having to kind of go based on whatever inventory they happen to have available. So knowing that a buyer can come to you, pick a lot that they want, and they'll have a home in 4 months or so is actually nice, that it's not going to be this lengthy process with you guys.
For our landscape packages, we offer a few things. Obviously, you're going to get a nice tree planted in your front yard. Our landscape package is going to include some masonry flower bed borders and a few plants and accents to go in with that. As far as our elevations, we do offer a variety of elevations. This plan you're seeing has a 2-car garage, but we also offer homes with 3-car garages in this subdivision as well. And you can see some of our custom brick and accent work with the brick and stone combination on this home as well.
There's been a couple of different model homes that we've walked through that you guys have here in Three Creeks. I love the floor plan layouts. They're all very open but cozy to me. I love the accent features that y'all add to it. They're beautiful. What are the floor plan options that buyers have?
Here in Three Creeks in this subdivision, we are building floor plans that are really no less than 1,900 square feet.
Okay.
So we're building from 1,900 up to around 2,400 square foot. We do have a 2-story floor plan as well.
Nice.
But, you know, earlier we talked about value and price per square foot. You'll find a lot of these smaller square footage homes in this neighborhood priced in the $185 a square foot range.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about when we talk about value. You're getting these added features, these added custom framing, cabinets, those kind of features, accents, more square footage, and at a lower price per square foot. We're typically around $165 a square foot on a standard plan.
Okay.
And then, of course, you know, like we talked about, we're willing to do some upgrades for folks if they catch one in the right stage of construction as well.
Okay. No, I mean, and I know, like, just because I obviously in the industry and stuff, but here you put it in that perspective. When I know what other builders and even resale homes are going for in Three Creeks, to hear that y'all are at 165-ish a square foot, that's phenomenal. The value you guys are bringing to the table in these homes, you're getting so much more than you're going to get with any other builder in the area.
Right. That's definitely our goal, is to give you more at a lower price per square foot.
Yeah. Now, I know some of the houses we walked through had 4 bedrooms with 3 bathrooms, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. How many different floor plans can you pick from with Tippit Homes?
We've got about 20 different floor plans that we build. Not only floor plans, like you said, we offer 3 bedrooms, 4 bedroom plans, plans with 2.5 baths, plans with 3 full bathrooms with secondary primary suites, and also a couple 2-story floor plans as well.
Okay, so you're really giving a lot of options for buyers coming to the table.
For sure. We've got all of our inventory sheets where you can see pricing. We've got every single floor plan ready to hand out to you, so you can study them, look at them, see what you would want.
What other things is Tippit going to cover when it comes to a buyer for their costs when they're purchasing a home through Tippit?
Mr. Tippit does include some concessions and incentives. They're obviously negotiable with any offer or contract. He always pays for the title policy and the survey for the home, so those will be covered, and then whatever concessions that he'll negotiate with an offer.
Okay, fantastic. So that's good to know that there are things that he'll cover for buyers, as long as they have somebody that is coming to the table and asking for those things for them. What about warranty? Because that's actually one of the big questions that I get from buyers is, and especially because like media takes things and runs with it, and there's been some changes in the last year or so where builders are not offering the same warranties for the longer durations that they previously had. So what does Tippit offer when it comes to a warranty on a home?
That's super easy. We keep it very simple. All of our buyers are going to get what's called a 1-2-10 warranty, direct from the builder. He services all of his own warranties.
Nice.
The first year is going to be basically bumper to bumper on all of the product in the home. Obviously, we're not going to cover a scuff on the wall when you're moving your furniture, things of that nature, right? But basically bumper to bumper for 1 year. The first 2 years, we're going to cover mechanical services, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, things of that nature. And then 10 years is going to cover the structure. So it's our structural warranty for 10 years. It covers the foundation, framing, all of those items that are considered structural.
Perfect. And is that done through, like you said, it's through Tippit, so they would just contact the builder or their rep, or is there a program that they have, like they would go in and file a claim through?
It's going to be direct with the builder. We've also got a superintendent, and what's nice about closing with us, we give you a really nice closing booklet, and we'll have a list of all of our vendors that we use on the property for plumbing, for paint, for everything that went into your home. And so we have all of our contact information clearly stated. You can reach out to our superintendent if there's an issue that needs to be taken care of. You know what? He's also right here in the subdivision, right around the corner.
Okay.
7 days a week that he can come address it for you.
I actually really like that and want to make an extra point on that, because there are so many like larger home builders that once you close on a home, it's like, okay, who do I call for this? Who do I call for that? And it's calling 1-800 numbers, trying to figure out how you can get help on something. But when you're working with Tippit, it's local. And so you have people with names and faces that you know in your community that you can call and ask for help on.
That's exactly right. You're not calling a 1-800 number, talking to an operator who transfers you around 10 times. You get to deal with us personally to take care of you face to face.
I love it.
Ready to make one of these beautiful Tippit homes yours? Book a call in the link below. We'll have a one-on-one chat and find the perfect home for you here in Central Texas. Not quite ready to talk? That's okay. I'm making videos like this for buyers like you to get all the information on builders here in Central Texas. Check out this other video that I've made just for you.